boy kept picking at the whale's flesh, causing the baby whale to struggle in pain. The flesh looked jelly-like and bouncy. Was the boy trying to turn it into jelly? A few days earlier, the boy had caught a few strange-looking baby whales, so he quickly assembled an oxygenated breeding tank and returned them to the water, a world he was very familiar with. The little creatures happily swim around, wagging their tails. But after just 2.5 days, strange growths started appearing on their heads. Alarmed, the boy checked the others and found that all the whales had the same symptoms. These growths, which were making it difficult for them to swim, were actually head tumors. If they grow too quickly or become diseased, they must be trimmed in time, or they could become life-threatening. Since it was his first time attempting such a delicate task, the boy was especially cautious, particularly around the eyes, where one wrong move could blind the little whale. The tumors were extremely slippery, and even after working for a long time, the boy still couldn't cut them off easily. Although the whale had been anesthetized, trimming still caused pain, and each cut made the little fish flinch slightly. It was heartbreaking to watch, yet there was something oddly satisfying about watching the boy carefully perform the trimming. As he got more skilled, he finally managed to clean around the whale's right eye. The large black eye was finally visible. Since the remaining tumors didn't affect its life, there was no need to remove all of them. With his now practiced hands, the boy cleaned the other eye in just 2 minutes and then placed the little whale back in the bucket to rest. Because these whales were adorable and, according to netizens, quite valuable, the boy was particularly careful. Still, perhaps due to the anesthetic not fully taking effect, the whale kept twitching its tail in pain and letting out distressed sounds during the trimming. But to help it recover, the boy had no choice but to press on. What seemed like a simple task actually required great patience. He couldn't cut too much at once, or he might cause heavy bleeding. This would cost more time and effort, because the anesthesia wouldn't last long. The boy soaked the whale back into the bucket every 10 minutes to reduce the pain. You could see a few blood streaks appearing at the cut sites. These growths were clearly connected to internal blood vessels, which explained the pain. The other eye was in even worse shape, completely covered by the tumor. Without treatment, the whale wouldn't be able to eat and could starve to death. After a full 2.5 hours of work, the boy finally removed all the excess tumor.